La Palma Island in the west side of the Canary Islands. To say hiking here is amazing is an understatement. This is one of the most beautiful islands you will see anywhere in the world, let alone the Canary Islands. The hiking here is on a whole other level. Since the island is only home to about 80,000 residents, there are loads of uninhabited areas to explore and to visit while you're on your holidays in La Palma. Let's go! Alright, kicking things off, we got Pico de la Nieve, which sits at the rim of the crater in the north part of the island. This is a hike that is absolutely ridiculous. And I know I'm going to say that a lot in this video, but this really has views of the entire area. On the clearest of days, if you look back across the ocean, you can see Tenerife and a few of the other Canary Islands when the weather is beautiful. If you're lucky like us on a day like this, you're going to get to see a blanket of clouds that covers everything. And while everybody is down dealing with no sunshine and a little bit of rain, you're up at the top enjoying sunshine and the best views that the island has to offer. The hike sits around the rim of the crater, like I said, so it is a sawtooth pattern, so you don't have to put on too many meters of ascent. So it is an easy hike that people of all different levels of fitness can do. You can just choose how much you do. It really is a beautiful hike, so even if you only do a few hundred meters, you're going to see more than enough to keep you satisfied. Number 2, and we're heading into the forest, Cubo de la Galga. This is, whoo! Yeah, you just listen to that. That's the background. There's birds going off. It is a peaceful hike in the forest. If you got some big balls like me, you can fly your drone through. I don't recommend it because that's an easy way to make a DJI claim. This hike is an intermediate level because there is quite a bit of up and down, and even when the sun is out, it's going to take a little bit more out of you. It's also a much more popular hike because it is not very far from Santa Cruz de la Palma, so you can find a few more hikers here. So make sure you just get there nice and early. Usually before 9 o'clock you should be okay, as the crowds do usually like to pick up around 10:30 at most places, just like anywhere around Europe. So, once again, fabulous hike, easy to find your way around, it is well marked, and yeah, I'm going to shut up and just enjoy. Number 3, Mirador de Doña. This one, we're going to glue it to the other one because they're very similar. This one is up in the north of La Palma, so you're going to find lots of green here, even when the rest of the island can be quite yellow during the summer months. This is another fabulous hike through the forest, easily marked and a little bit easier than the previous, so I'll say this is in between easy and intermediate level. So it's going to get you into the forest with a little bit less effort. And once again, yeah, just soaking up all that nice green in the north of La Palma. A beautiful, beautiful hike. Oh, the big daddy of Roque de los Muchachos. This is probably the most infamous hike in the Canary Islands, let alone on La Palma. Look at that, man. Like, just, it's really on another level. With all the observatories at the top, this is the best place to see stars. This is the best place to see lots of colors in the topography. The topography is absolutely insane. The viewpoints are scattered all around the rim of the crater here. I mean, as far as hikes go, this is world class among the world class. The best part about this location is that absolutely everybody can come up here. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you can just park at the top. You can just go right to the edge and enjoy the fantastic views without having to hike any elevation. So you can park at about 2,400 meters at the top. You can do a longer hike like we did, or you can just get out the car and snap some photos and just soak in the absolutely world-class views of La Palma. Remember guys, if you like videos like these, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on some of the best hikes in Europe. Without further ado, let's get into number 5. Barlovento. This is another hike up in the north, but unlike the ones that go through the forest, this one is a little bit different. It's going to bring you through some of the canyons that are surrounded by forest and dotted with a few very interesting farms and homes. It is a wonderful hike, intermediate level because there is a good amount of up and down. Not too dangerous. The cliffs are pretty wide, and just look at that, it feeds right into the ocean. A few of the hikes in the north are a little bit of a pain because you do start at your highest point, work your way down, and then work your way back up. If you're like us, you prefer going up before you go down. While those knees are still nice and fresh, an absolutely stunning hike that is easy enough with less than 1,000 meters of ascent. Bejenado, this was one of Faustein's favorites, and you can easily see here why. This is another one that sits at the top of the rim of the crater in the north. So you got 3 solid hikes up here that you can do. During springtime when we did this, there were yellow flowers everywhere, and that just made everything just awesome.
Libro de impresiones y comentarios de los visitantes.
Now this hike is not for everyone. There is a little bit more ascent to do here. So I'm going to put this up near the hard level. Not extremely hard, but a little bit more effort is required to get yourself up to the top. It's going to give you views back towards all the villages that dot the other side, where there was a lot of destruction during the last volcanic explosion. So you can see all that area very clearly from the top. An awesome hike, not to be missed. If you're going to do 10 on the island, this has to be in your top 10. Ravens, these guys are smart. They're gonna follow you around. They want to get a little snack. Don't be feeding them. Don't be that guy who's giving them the food. Just enjoy. They come so close. Ooh, Big Grandpa styles over here with the 2 sticks. This is not a 2-stick hike. I'd busted my knee up a little bit. I was not sitting any of these hikes out. Not when I'm in La Palma. You gotta play hurt, baby. That's it. So, this is the hike of the root of the craters. Whoo! A hike on the south side of the island. This is going to give you some of the best views of the other Canary Islands on the clearest of days. Just look at that. You got La Gomera and Tenerife here. El Hierro on the other side. We could see all 3 of them clear as day. Absolutely well worth getting up here when the weather is good. Alright, so don't let old Grandpa 2 Sticks here fool you. This hike isn't that hard. Yes, there is about 1,000 meters of up and down to do, but it is gradual. The hike does wind and turn through the craters, so it offers a lot of spots to just kind of stop and soak up the views. It is not a very physically demanding hike compared to some of the other ones, but still make sure you should always have your sticks with you, because you never know when you're going to twist something, when you're going to hurt something, and you got to get your butt out there. Helicopters are expensive, so having a few extra hiking sticks with you can get them for 5 to 6 euros at Decathlon. Make sure you have them with you. It's a no-brainer. Las Tricias Cuevas de Buracas. I hope I said that right. This is a hike through hippie farmland on the west side of Las Palmas. Beautiful spot to see these drago trees. They are just littered everywhere. There is no drone footage from most of this hike because some very unhappy hippie, who I think might have been growing some marijuana, was not too happy with the drone, so we put that away. There are some very cool caves that you can check out where you can see where people had squatted in here for hundreds of years. This is really just, it's something cool with a little bit of ancient culture on the island. An easy enough hike to do, so I'll put that in the easy level. On a sunny day, there's not much shelter, so make sure you bring lots of water with you because there is no water along the way. Awesome spot to soak up some of the best that the West Coast has to offer. Now, we've seen the 3 hikes that are up at the top of the Caldera, but this one is down in the middle of the big crater in the heart of the north. The Caldera, heading out to the colorful waterfall, is an awesome place to start when you're heading up into the National Park of the North. It's an intermediate hike because it is long enough. There are quite a bit of ups and downs, but you do get to follow a riverbed all the way in that just makes things a little bit easier for you. The views, whoo! Yeah, you don't want to be here on one of the days where you got the blanket of clouds. You got to get here on a clear day where you can just see all those peaks that just tower over you. This is nature's amphitheater. It's Colosseum, and probably one of the best Colosseums on this planet. And last but not least, Poris de Candelaria. This is an extremely difficult hike. It is a beautiful hike, but woo-wee, not only is it going to be hard on your legs, it's going to be hard on the motor of your car and your brakes if you make your way all the way down to the bottom. Nevertheless, a stunning hike that is highlighted by this fishing village that sits inside a cave on the west side of La Palma. There's really nothing else like this that I've ever seen, even in Europe. Just a stunning place. If you're lucky to be here when the ocean is calm in the summer months, you can access the water. On a day like the day we were there, you go into the water, you better have your affairs in order, because you're not coming out. That's going to suck you under. That's going to bash you against the rocks. So no swimming, even if it's hot outside, but just a wonderful spot to get some photos. Make sure you head there at sunset, because in the morning, this is in the shade. So at sunset, that sun was going to penetrate nice inside the cave. As you can see here to the right, you're going to see those roads that I'm talking about. Your car is not going to thank you. We went down in a 3.5 ton vehicle. The road is 30 degrees at some points. We saw people struggling with it all the way. So if you want, you can park all the way at the top and hike down if you feel more comfortable like that, or you can drive all the way to the bottom. Just make sure your vehicle can handle it and that you aren't too scared to be able to handle these roads, because there's no other way back up to the top. If you enjoyed this video, once again, do all those things that we like to make this YouTube channel grow. We hope that you enjoy your hiking as much as we did in La Palma. It is absolutely one of our favorite spots in Europe to hike. Until we find the next best one, stay tuned. Let's go.